Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie! Mike Popo. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We got this.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Just like that.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
There we go.
Coach, the entire New England area absolutely winter wonderland here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. We got it. Hey, 66.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. No. Off. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
80 weapon. 72. Smooth. 44. Mike, 44. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check it. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Alert.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady.
Check. I got you, son. 50.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady gives to Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes, and an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here we go. Thank you, Gator. Here we go, D. Recon, 132 fighter. Wide, get wide. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
53, Mike, 53. I got you. Patch it. Yellow.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Squeeze down low.
Throwing now is Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Mahomes. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second and 2, Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On second and 11 now. Brady. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike spoke both. Watch the run, watch the run. 44.
Check it, reload.
Right here. 44.
Brady going to throw. And he fends him off. Runs through the contact. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Hill on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Brady gives this to White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go.
Alert! Greystone travel.
44's the mic.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 20, 15.
Hero 15.
951, 951. Night, night, sweetheart. Box trot.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Attack! 15.
Chopper. You ain't doing nothing.
Mahomes going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Rip. 44, Mike.
Bravo.
Here we go. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Wait, 28.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Let's go, D. Go Bandit.
44 is the Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Check. 44.
Hey, Alabama.
On 3rd down, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, 66. Check and reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't think you got it, son.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked. Down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A again, it's Williams. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Yellow, yellow.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Alpha. 58 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Hey, zoom.
44.
Hey, hey.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Get him.
Linda!
Buzz.
Down to lose one.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
X3, 218, chop.
44, Mike, 44.
Watch the curl.
He's coming. We got double up. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm here all day.
72.
First down, here's White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. You go night.
But he hit.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
44.
Sugar.
44. Go.
Hey, Delta.
44 is the Mike.
Watch the pass.
Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
15.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's see what you got. Switch.
43.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Opting to run again here with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Wait, set 53.
Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Shadow.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. You can't block me.
Go Bandit.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And that is incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
Hey, check it.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Check, check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Tighten up. Check, check. Lucky.
Go, go. Alert.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And Thomas has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Go 50.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going up top. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because You keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, box drop. Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
72. Hey, ball 66.
On 1st down, Brady. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Brady.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Harris to return. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, Bolt 66.
Let's bring it. 44 is the mic. 44.
Hey, Alpha.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Alert! Hey, Charlie.
All day, dog. Jim.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.